You know, rejection is protection. Can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking back. When I'm 50, maybe even 30, it'll all make sense why these things didn't work out the way I wanted them to work out. Because I can connect the dots then. But I can't even see, I can't even begin to fathom what's in store for me. Hi, my name is Tyla and welcome back to my channel. Today, let's talk about rejection. How to make rejection your best friend. Or how to make rejection your Before we get started, you already know the drill. Subscribe, like this video, and put in the comments your most recent rejection because I'm about to share mine. Yesterday, I was journaling and I was just really having a come to Jesus moment with myself. I was like, I recently had a rejection and I was like, damn, this really hurts. I realized the reason the rejection is stinging so much is because I have been running away from rejection. If you're new here, you might not know, but I'm an actress. That's the whole reason I moved to LA, to pursue this crazy acting artist career. Whole dance around acting that I have honestly found to be quite frustrating, very daunting. So I took a little break from it. As one of the reasons I took that break from acting was because the rejection was just too damn much. I get tired after a while, and it's good to know when to take a break. Like I took a break with YouTube and now I feel so much more empowered to come back because I know how I want to come back. And I think the same thing had to happen with acting. I had to step away, focus on me, focus on other stuff, and get clarity on my why and get clarity on what I want my journey to look like. Let me get to what I actually outlined for this video. How to make rejection your best friend and stop being scared of her. I recently got rejected from Stan's Dare to Dream challenge and it broke my heart. Mainly because the reward was like $120,000, which is a lot of fucking money. I think everyone would be a little bummed, especially if you were really confident, like, oh my God, I can do this. And then you don't get it. Oh my God, broke my fucking heart. And then I was thinking about the last time I felt like this, and it was I applied to a very popular reality show. I went through several rounds of interviews. I had these 2 major rejections, and I was like, damn, 2 major rejections. And I'm taking them really hard. And I was like, only 2? Like within the past, like, year and some change, like only 2? They're not getting rejected enough. Like these 2 are sticking out to you so much because you're not getting rejected enough. Like you need to be rejected so often that you can't waste time focusing on the rejections. I came up with a little 5-step plan for how we're gonna make rejection our best friend. Strap in, buddy. So first, identify and unblock. What about rejection makes you uncomfortable? Do you feel it means you're not talented? Do you think it means you're not good enough? It's so important to divorce those attachments from rejection. So with the Stan's Dare to Dream challenge, I was like, damn, maybe I suck at creating. Like maybe I suck as a storyteller. Like that was what I received from that rejection. I was like, damn, I suck. Like I should just hang it up. Delete my Instagram, delete my YouTube. I suck because I got rejected. And I was like, no, that's so dumb. We got to divorce those thoughts. You being rejected just means this was not for you. That's literally all it means. This was not for you. It doesn't mean you're not good. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. It doesn't mean you shouldn't keep going. It literally just means this thing is not for you. That's all. That's all. With auditions, there's only one person that can get the role. Does that mean the 10,000 people who auditioned are all bad? Statistically, that's very unlikely. And when we see people on TV, all the actors aren't good. It's not necessarily a meritocracy. There's so many other factors that are at play that you can't just say, I got rejected, so I suck. Literally, the rejection just means this is not for you. And that's okay. You know, rejection is protection. I really believe that because you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking back. So I'm sure when I'm 50, maybe even 30, it'll all make sense why these things didn't work out the way I wanted them to work out because I can connect the dots then. But I can't even see, I can't even begin to fathom what's in store for me. So I just have to believe that rejection is protection. The second step is to accept. Every no gets you closer to a yes. Truly. And I really do believe that. Like, every no gets you closer to a yes, because like it literally just makes sense. If you're moving forward, continuing to get those no, you're getting closer than if you just sit still and don't apply yourself at all. And that's a little add to myself with taking a break from acting. I'm definitely not going to get where I'm going by not auditioning. You know, I might get rejected 100 times, but at least I'm getting closer. I'm getting better. I'm practicing. And then I was thinking, I was like, what if God told you, or the universe, or whatever you believe, told you that you will get 67 rejections? What if you were told you would get 67 rejections, but then that 68th time will be a yes? What would you do? Would you give up and be like, 67, that's a lot. All right, I'm done. Hang it up. Or would you pound the pavement, getting in those reps, going as fast as you can, trying to get those 67 no's as many times as you can so you can get to your 68? Which would you do? Tell me in the comments. Let me know. If that's my case, I would be seeking out rejection. I would be trying to get rejected every damn day. And then I was like, that's how you need to think about it, bitch. That's literally how you need to think about it. This kind of leads into the next one. It's internalize. I feel like we got to internalize that. Internalize that every no leads you closer to a yes. The other piece of the knowing that you will get that yes is the calmness that sets forth. Like, knowing that it's coming will let you know that you're not missing anything. Like, you didn't miss something that was for you, because if you missed it, it wasn't for you. Plot twist. I think if I really did know that it was just 67 no's I needed, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get that. And I think that's just how we have to operate. Like, you gotta choose peace, you gotta choose calm, you gotta choose to believe that it's gonna work out so you don't drive yourself nuts. Like, so I am choosing to internalize that I need 1,000 no's, and then it's gonna happen. And I'm not counting, because if actually counting is crazy, because it might be 1,002. Shit, I don't actually know now. I'm just saying, like, I just need to believe it's a crazy number, so I keep going. And then and honestly, that is something I will say I had when taking a break from acting. I was like, you know what? Acting for me, and this took growth, because I was like, growing up, I always wanted to be like a hot 22-year-old actress. Like, I wanted to act on a college show, act on a teen show, and like be a young star. I mean, shit, I still want that, if we gonna be honest. I want to be a young star. But the more I sat with it and the more that I thought about my life and how I really want my life to go, I don't want to be a young star that burns out fast. I want acting to be a career for me. I want to act in projects when I'm 40. My favorite roles, the actors are in their 40s and 50s. So it's like, yeah, I want to be this hot young actress, but I mean, the roles that speak to me the most are older women. Like, so I have something to look forward to. And like, with knowing and accepting that I want to do this for the long haul, I want to do this for the next 60 years of my life, I was able to be like, you know what? It's okay. I can take this break now. I can take year 25 off, because I know I'll be doing it for the next 25 years. I do have this deep knowing that it's gonna work out for me and that I'm gonna be where I want to be when it comes to this acting game. So that's the only reason I was really able to take this break. After we identify and unblock why rejection is so hard for us, and then we accept that every no gets you closer to a yes, and then we internalize that we need a lot of no's to get that yes and that it will work out in the end, then we seek it out. Seek to get rejection. So this is where I'm at now. My goal is to get rejected 5 times a month. Maybe that is in the form of submitting for a part and not getting an audition, getting an audition and not getting the part, submitting, pitching myself to a brand and not getting it. I want to get rejected. In my career, I want to put myself out there so much that I get rejected at least 5 times. You know, if I only get rejected once and I get all the other stuff, then that's even better. But I just really want to seek it out. I want to get familiar with it. I want to look rejection in the eye and let it know I'm not afraid of you. You're a necessary part of my journey. We're in this together. Me and you, rejection. One of the reasons I took those rejections so hard is because, one, I was looking for these like big things to just come and make my life easier, which I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting something big to come and happen to make your life easier. But I think even deeper than that ease can be a state of mind. Like, you can choose to live easily. Now this might get a little woo-woo. I think accepting that like things are working out in my favor will give me the ease. Like, I don't need, I mean, I do want, like, it's so complicated because of course I want that external thing to come like scoop me up and save me. But it's like, I can also just create that safe place in my mind and know that it's all working out. Like, I can also have that. And that's something I have control over. Like, in life, you just have to really hone in and maximize what you have control over, because there's so much we don't have control over. And it's like, yes, I want this amazing grand thing to happen, but if I can control my mind and make myself be okay with the everyday good things that happen and the everyday ease of life, then my whole life will be better. And I'm not gonna be waiting for something grand to come, because the grand thing is already my existence. We have to step in our power and we have to know what we have control over, and our mind is something we have control over. I can't decide if they're gonna cast me in X, Y, and Z, but I can decide how I'm gonna react. I can decide the message I tell myself as a result of not getting it or getting it. As much of a big game as I'm talking about, I wanna look rejection in the eye, we're human, so it will hurt. Like, I think it's okay for it to hurt. It's okay for things to hurt. It's a beautiful thing to be able to experience pain. All last week I was sad about that rejection, and that's okay. Like, your time is your time, but I'm just happy I'm coming out of it now. But I think an important piece of this, like, making rejection your friend, is the self-care after getting rejected. It's important to nurture the wounded ego, the wounded part of you that's like, damn, am I not good enough? The questioning, you gotta nurture that. You gotta build yourself up. You gotta remind yourself, no, this rejection doesn't mean you're not good. This rejection doesn't mean you're not talented. Because just because we know it's not personal doesn't mean it's not gonna hurt. Having like a little rejection protocol will help ease the pain. Some ideas I came up with: calling a friend and venting. In the social media world, for a while I was my only like friend who did social media, so I didn't really have someone to shoot the shit with about that. But now I have a close friend who is also an influencer, so she kind of gets it. We're able to have this like discourse about like these brands having us fucked up, the algorithm playing with us. We're able to have that conversation and remind each other and build each other up because we know the nuances of the business. So I say having a friend who gets it. Maybe you go on a long walk in nature, maybe you go on a hike, maybe you have a good cry in bed. I did that. I had a good cry in bed. I was like, yes, oh my God, I needed this. It sucks. Everything sucks. It felt so good. Another thing you might try, maybe going on a walk, listening to a sad playlist and pretending you're in a movie, maybe going on a long drive. All I'd say is, when it comes to the rejection self-care, just make sure it's healthy habits, because you could really spiral into some bad addictions, bad habits. I would not suggest like drinking or smoking or eating a sweet treat. Like, shit, who knows? You might be getting a lot of rejection and then you drinking every night, child. Think, is this a good thing? If I do this 10 times, will it be a good thing? Will this negatively impact me if I do this 10 days in a row? So maybe that could be a good barometer. So that concludes my how to make rejection your friend. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Bye. See you next week.